What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday. Today we're looking at a very interesting deck, and that is Aerodactyl Maxie's. Now, there's a player named Mike Canavis who actually used this to make top 32 at St. Louis or Collinsville Regional, so everyone call it. And he did post a video about his list. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check that out. It's a little short interview he did with himself, talking about the list just a little bit. But let's go over this deck and let's see what's it about. And man, guys, if you want to see a crazy game, Game 2 is probably the craziest game I've ever done on this channel. But yeah, let's go over this and let's see what's it about. So Aerodactyl, Bite and Jeff Draft. Jeff Draft has 120. Discard a special energy attached to your opponent's act Pokemon. But the goal here is that we're to constantly use 120 over and over and over again and put a ton of pressure on our opponent. And that is the goal of the deck today, alright? So, we play some Maxie Pokemon, Archeops for the Ancient Power to shut down Evolution Pokemon so that way you can beat like Decidueye and stuff like that. Marowak, which is really good against Toad, because Toad makes it where you can't play item cards, but Marowak says prevent all effects of attacks done to you or your hand by your opponent's Pokemon. Remove any existing effects, which means that Quake Punch does not really work. It does 30, but it does not shut down your item cards, which is fantastic. And 2 Gallade, which is going to be like our backup attacker. It has Premonition, which you can rearrange the top 5 cards of your deck any way you want to. And Sensitive Blade, which does 60, and it does 70 more damage, so 130, which can do a lot of damage and put some more pressure on it. So with Gallade and Aerodactyl, just constantly do like 120, 130 every single turn. You put a lot of pressure on your opponent, and you just beat them down eventually, which is really good. Now, we do play some other Pokemon as well. We play 3 Talonflame, which is what you really want to start with the Gale Wings, but as you're active, if you start within your hand, and Arrow Blitz 40 to put 2 cards from your deck into your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. Really good, just help with consistency and get anything you want to. 1 Dunsparce, it has the free retreat, which is really nice, and the second bite. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, and when you do Jeff Draft plus Dunsparce, you're usually knocking out anything you want to, because 120 plus 130 is 250, which is enough for the knockout on anybody, except for Whaler with like a giant cape, I guess, if you want to go that route. And 1 Shaymin-EX to help set up, and that's going to be all the Pokemon here. Now this deck, it's very simple attack-wise. You just use like Sensitive Blade and Aerodactyl, Jeff Draft, but it's actually pretty complicated to play. I think so in my eyes. There's a lot of decisions you have to make. As you see, there's only 3 Jaws cards, but with Gallade, use a Premonition and Acro Bike, and it's really consistent. You get thin your deck out really easily, and just be good to go that way. But for Acro Bike, look at top 2 cards of your deck, discard 1 and put the other in your hand. Or Battle Compressor to discard 3 cards out of your deck. This is going to be useful with Puzzle Times and VS Seeker to kind of know what you need to get. 1 Computer Search for consistency reasons. 3 Fossil Excavation Kit. Put 2 in any combination of Helix Fossil Ammonite, Dome Fossil Kabuto, or Old Amber Aerodactyl cards from discard pile into your hand. And the thing is, what you want to do is you want to use the Old Amber Aerodactyl, look at bottom 7 cards of your deck, you find an Aerodactyl, put it onto your bench, and then use the Fossil Excavation Kit, and just get as many Aerodactyls as you can ASAP, which is really, really nice. 2 Maintenance, shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your deck, then draw a card, just to help you get that Maxie's off, because Maxie's is, you have 1 card in your hand, it's the only way you can play it. And with the Maintenance, you can help thin out your deck, or hand, and do it that way. 4 Puzzle Time to reuse any 2 cards out of your discard pile. 1 Special Charge to get 2 special energies out of your discard pile. 1 Tool Scrapper to discard 2 tools off the field. This is going to help out against like fighting Fear Belt decks maybe, and then like tools off Garbodier if needed. If you need your Premonition online, which is really nice. 4 Trainers Mail, 3 Ultra Ball, and 4 VS Seeker. I kind of want a 4th Ultra Ball, but we're playing Mike's exact list. I really don't want to change anything. And 1 Twist Mountain. Once during each player's turn, that player may flip a coin. If heads, that player puts a restored Pokemon from their hand onto their bench, which is really nice to give those Aerodactyls out if you do have them in their hand. 1 Lysandre, 2 Maxies. Of course, a Maxies is give out a fighting Pokemon. Of course, depending on the situation in the deck, you get 1 out. 1 in, 1 Kukui to do additional 20 damage if needed. And draw 2 more cards. This could make or break a difference. Like Sensitive Blade does 130 plus a Muscle Band 150 plus a Kukui is 170. So you could hit knockouts with the Gallade, which is really nice. 1 Float Stone to give whoever free retreat. Most likely Archeops. It does have a 2 retreat cost. Everybody else has like a 2 or 1. Or I guess Marowak if needed as well. Both of those guys have 2 retreat costs. But the Dunsparce has a free retreat. The Talonflame has free retreat. The Aerodactyl has free retreat. The Gallade has a 2 trick cost, but you're usually attacking with Gallade, so that doesn't bother you too much. 1 muscle spam to do additional 20 damage if needed, and 4 DC as your main thing for sure. And they DC Marowak can't help you against Guillotine as well. Remember that too. But there we go, guys. There is the Aerodactyl Maxie's friend. Shout out to Mike for posting this list. If you want to learn more about the deck, I'll leave a link down below to that video, which you can check it out. It is on Facebook on the ARG page. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I say, like, game number 1 shows you like a really good like setup, but game number 2 is a really good game and it is crazy ending. I promise you want to stick around for that. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright guys, playing against Alex Serve, playing some kind of fairy deck. Don't know what this could be, but we'll find out here in a second. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so on our turn, let's see what happens. I mean, if it's like a fairy evolution deck, we can get a turn on Archeops, so is it Gyarados? It is Gyarados. Alright, so with this deck, if we get a turn 1 Maxies, we kind of just win because they can't evolve Gyaradoses anymore. Unless they play Wobbuffet, which I don't think they do because we didn't see a Wobbuffet in their hand. Or like a Psychic Pokemon in the start. So, alright, finds an Act Pokemon. And this is why this deck's so, like, it's so weird and so good because you have all these different options to, like, help you out, to help you win any matchup. So press done, okay. We'll get a new hand of 7. Get a Talonflame. Alright, so this is like a bad hand. So would you like to take a mulligan? Yes. I would actually like to take a mulligan because this hand is bad. Because I mean, we have Archeops and nothing else in our hands. So we really need a mulligan there. And here is a good hand. Would you like to take a mulligan? No, I'm fine with this hand. We'll start Talonflame, and we have the capability of getting a turn 1. Yeah, turn 1 Maxie's off for sure. We just gotta find an Ultra Ball. So, okay. There's a Rim Raid. Okay, so maintenance. Okay. So I'm gonna Compressor, and with the Compressor, I'm gonna discard an Archeops. Old Amber Aerodactyl. And a Maxie's. Okay. I'm going to maintenance. To shuffle. Well, let's Acro Bike first and see what we get with the Acro Bike. Alright, so 2 bad cards we don't want to draw into. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to discard the Gallade. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to Compressor, and with the Compressor I'm going to discard an N. Another Old Amber Aerodactyl. And the other Gallade. Okay. We will go for Fossil Excavation. Get 2. Okay. We'll use an Old Amber Aerodactyl. And there's 1. Alright. We'll use it again. Alright, so nothing there. And with this maintenance. Oh, actually, this is actually really bad. Oh, no, we need to. Maintenance, oh, so we did. Oh, wait, yeah, this could be a really. Let's see what we get off this one card. Sorry. And oh my goodness, we did it. I forgot maintenance shuffled 1. Okay, so we got an Aerodactyl. We got the turn 1. Oh my goodness, we did it, guys. We'll via Seeker 4 Maxie's hidden ball track to get the Archeops out, and now we will win this game. All right, so grab Archeops and be good to go. And there we go. That's turn 1. Wow. All right, so I'm just gonna press done right now. What can our opponent do here? Do they play Wobbuffet, a Hax Maniac? How do they get around this Archeops? Archeops does shut down the Auxiliary, and this is how you beat Decidueye as well. If you get a turn 1 into Archeops, I forgot maintenance shuffled in 1 and shuffled in 2. It's shuffle 2, draw 1. So that was actually perfect. Trainers Mail. All right, so he's still playing, so he must have a way to get around this. HD Macro Secret Base. Make we have one more trick cost. Okay. No, that's not the one trick cost. When you put a base Pokemon, you take 2 damage. Duh. Alright, so we can actually use Aerobliss to knock out this Rim Raid next turn, which is really nice. We just gotta find a DCE, which we could Acro Bike and Trainers Mail. Okay. So there's a Team Magma Secret Base coming down. Okay. But man, get the turn 1 Archeops out. Man, I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. We did it. Magikarp will come down, but the opponent will have to find a Hax Maniac for sure to knock us out. Or to even evolve. Alright, so Dive Ball for a Magikarp. Okay. They must have some way to get around this, because, I mean, if he doesn't, you kind of just scoop the game. Does he play Hacks? Does he play a Wobbuffet? Is it Magikarp going in his hand? Okay. Man, I'm just so excited it worked. It worked. Got turn 1. Archeops double Aerodactyl. That was actually really nice. So a Magikarp will come down. Okay. Another Magikarp come down. Take another 20 damage. Pass on to Archer. Alright, so we found a Fossil Excavation Kit. So I'm going to Trainers Mail. No, I'm going to Fossil Excavation Kit. Just get 2 Old Amber Aerodactyl out. We could get another Aerodactyl on the field. Alright, and we do find the third one. Alright, so there we go. It doesn't take damage because it's not coming from our hand. Another Old Amber Aerodactyl Fossil, which doesn't matter. Okay, I know there's nothing in there. We will Acro Bike. Grabbing a Puzzle Time. We will Trainers Mail looking for... Okay, there's a Computer Search. And with the Computer Search, we can grab a DCE. So we discard the Talonflame and the Lysandre. To grab a DCE. Okay. We'll put a DC on the active and go for an Arrow Blitz for 40. And with this, I am going to grab 2 cards out of my deck, which is going to be a DCE and a Party Move kind of wants Kukui. Party wants a Puzzle Time. They will grab Puzzle Time, actually. That way we can get a Gallade out next turn. Actually, he has 60 HP. I am dumb. I'm silly. I am very silly right now, guys. So, there's... Alright, so... Alright, so Float Stone. Alright, but whatever. Next time we get a Gallade out, and yeah, we can get a Gallade. So Float Stone to the active. Okay, does he have a Hacks? I mean, does he know he can't evolve right now? Wonder if he knows that. Does he know he can't evolve? But next time we get double puzzle, grab a Computer Search, and whatever we want to. I'm gonna grab Computer Search and a VS Seeker with this double puzzle. Computer Search, discard Aerodactyl, whatever. And, okay, there we go. There's Venture Screen coming down. He probably just not realized what that did. But that turn was great. What I was going to do that turn was get out of Gallade. And then we could Premonition and be good to go. Because I would have got a Computer Search and VS Seeker. Computer Search for, like, Twist Mountain. Just put it down and just have gotten a Gallade out and have Premonition every turn. But we'll see another game with the deck. Hopefully we have another great setup like we did there. Man, that was a pretty nice turn 1. But we'll see another game with this Aerodactyl deck here in a second. And we'll see what happens. Alrighty. Alright, so when it gets 1 Black Rabbit, 1 playing a Steel, Colorless, and a Psychic deck. I'm hoping this is not Trevenant, because Trevenant is an auto loss for us. But Trevenant's like kind of a dead deck now since Dark's like pretty much everywhere and it kind of just destroys it. So press done. I mean, they know we see they see a bunch of item cards in their hands, so they're Trevenant, they're gonna be really happy. For sure. But it could be a Steel deck, which I'm fine playing against Steel deck. Whatever. But press done. We just gotta hope it's not Trevenant. Okay. Alright. So we'll get press done. Another mulligan. Right. Alrighty. Another mulligan. Okay. I mean, we only have like what? Oh no, we start Shaymin. Oh goody. Goody booty. Alright. This is interesting. Alright, I mean, if we type like a compressor, we do have a turn one like Archeops or Maxies or whatever we want to do. Since they're going first, let's go get a turn one Aerodactyl, maybe. We could go for turn Sky Return, which is not a bad thing. There's a lot of stuff that can go away still. Alright, so drawn 3 mulligan cards. We just gotta find out, are they playing Trevenant or are they playing something else? We just gotta hope they're not playing Trevenant, because if it's Trevenant, pretty bad matchup. Alright, so a Cosmog and a Tauros. Alrighty, so this is not... something, I don't know what this is. Alright, so we can't knock out a Cosmog turn 1. So getting a Metal Energy, okay. Probably see a treat to Tauros, most likely. Alright, ooh, gonna keep the Cosmog on the active spot. He's like, oh, Shaymin can't knock me out. But he doesn't know. So we're gonna, Old Amber Aerodactyl. There's an Aerodactyl. Alright, Aerodactyl. DCE, we will Trainers Mail. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna get nothing. Oh no. Alright, so grab a Fossil Excavation Kit. Oh no. Alright, so Fossil Excavation Kit. Play another Aerodactyl. Okay, alright, there's another one coming down. We'll play another one for another Aerodactyl. Put that back down. Alright. And now we hit the pass. Yep. Alright, so that's not good. I was hoping to find a compressor, because if we found a compressor, we could got out a turn 1 Archeops and have shut down the Solgalios and stuff like that. But now he is free to get a Solgaleo this turn. Does he have a rare candy Solgaleo? If he does, I think I'm still just going to Sky Turn. So managing the active, okay. There is a Cosmoman coming down, alright. If he does not retreat this guy, I'm going to knock it out. He can't retreat it now, because he's got a 3 retreat cost. Oh boy. Alright, so Teleport's gonna switch it to the bench. Okay, alright, so that's fine. On our turn, we get a Computer Search. Okay, so I'm gonna Computer Search, discard 1 and 2 for a Battle Compressor. Alright. With the Battle Compressor, we are going to discard a Maxie's. Oh, our Archeops is prized. Alright, that's not good. So grab these 3 guys, okay. We will VS Seeker for Gallade. I mean, maybe Gallade can take a knockout Tauros because he is weak to fighting. Alright, so come on down, Gallade. Our Archeops is prized. Oh no, so Old Amber Aerodactyl DCE, Professor Kukui. We can Old Amber Aerodactyl. Grab nothing. We can use it again. Grab nothing. I'm gonna put a DC in the active. Premonition, rearrange top 5 cards of attack. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna put a puzzle on top. So we draw into that first. Wait, hold on. We're gonna Shaymin for a bunch of cards. So 2. Alright, so we want that. So we can draw into that. We actually can draw on everything actually after the Shaymin for sure. Because we get Sky Turn and get this all back in our hand. So we're gonna Sky Turn for 30. Send in the Aerodactyl. Alright, so on our opponent's turn. Man, this Archeops being prized does hurt us. But my opponent hasn't done too much. No supporter cards or anything. There's a Solgaleo coming down. He can use the Ultra Road to sit it back in the axe spot. Okay. But if he does, I am going to Jeff Draft plus Kukui to do 140. And then next time we can knock it out with a regular Jeff Draft for 120. Which is really nice. Okay. So Skyla. Which can get him anything out of his deck. Maybe an Ultra Ball. Maybe a supporter card for next turn. Yeah, we'll see what he gets with the Skyla. Let's see. So there's an Ultra Ball. Will this get a Hoopa? Let's get a Pokemon he can use Soul Burst onto, because he really hasn't done anything besides like Solgaleo plus Tauros. But we can, like I said, we have option knock on Tauros pretty easily with Gallade. We can do 140 to Galio, knock that out next turn about Lysandre. There's an Ultra Ball discarding a Metal and a Max Potion. There's a Bronzor coming down. Okay, so some kind of bronze on deck. Will he go for a Soul Burst right now with no energies really in play? Alright, so the Metal Energy deactive. Is he just gonna like go for Soul Burst here? Or does he just pass with Tauros in the active? Does he know what Gallade does? Does he know Gallade can knock him out? He's gonna pass with that in the active spot? Alright, so I'm gonna DC the Gallade. I'm actually going to save the Shaymin as Kukui for 2. I'm going to Special Charge, shuffle the DC back on our deck. Use a Premonition. Put a VS Seeker. I'm going to put a DC on top of the deck actually. And then everything else. No, we'll put DCE, VS Seeker, and then everything else. Okay. Alright, so we will retreat into the Gallade and Sensitive Blade for like 300 damage. Seems good. We've got another 4 prize cards. There's a Maintenance and a Talonflame. Okay. Alright, so does he send Solgaleo? And he does send Solgaleo onto our opponent's turn. He can go for the Sunshine Strike. There's a Bronzong coming down. Okay. There's another Cosmog hitting the field. And a Juniper discarding their hand, drawing 7 new cards. Alrighty, so my opponent is fighting Finally started to do stuff, but is it too late? Alright. There's another Bronzor coming out, okay. Let's see if my opponent puts down an EX Pokemon that we could take advantage of. That'd be really cool to do. I mean, either way, we're probably with Scented Blade here. Or maybe even go for a Maxie's this turn. That could be really good if we can Maxie's into the Glade out. Just have 2 Glades ready to go, which is really nice. Those Max Potions, what I am scared of, though. He can just, like, discard. He can heal off his Solgaleo all the way up. It kind of put us in a bad spot. So, Ultra Road, okay. Gonna put the Cosmog in the active spot, actually. Going to Metal Links to the Solgaleo. So yeah, Metal Links to Solgaleo. Okay. Does he have a Float Stone or a Switch or an Escape Rope to get the Cosmog out of the X? But I can't play AZ because he already plays Sport card. So pass on to our turn. Alright, so we got a DC. Okay, so we played a Lysandre. We have not played a Lysandre. Okay, so what I'm going to do is double puzzle, which is kind of early, but I think it's fine. And with this, I'm going to grab a Computer Search and an Old Amber Aerodactyl, okay. I'm going to Computer Search, discard the Maintenance Talonflame for a Lysandre. It's in here. Yep, there's Lysandre. Alright, so grab the Lysandre. We'll bring up the Solgaleo. We'll put a DC on the Aerodactyl. We have Old Amber Aerodactyl Fossil. Take another Aerodactyl. Alright, so 3 Aerodactyls are in the field right now. And we're actually just going to Premonition, rearrange top 5 cards of our deck. We'll put it in, and then everything else. Because we can play in next turn to activate this Gallade if need to. And we'll Sensitive Blade for 150 damage. 130, sorry. Which means the Jeff Trap can take a knockout. Alright. So, on to our opponent's turn. So, there's another Cosmog coming down. Okay. There's a Bronzong hit the field. Does he have a Max Potion? He can Max Potion heal all the damage off the Solgaleo, make that turn pretty useless. But then we have it in, we get in and still hit him for another 130, and then do another Jeff Draft. Does he send in somebody else? If he does that, we'll have to dig for a VS Seeker, which we know the next couple cards aren't a VS Seeker, but we can use Trainers Mail first to shuffle, and then Shaymin to get 6 new cards. Alright, so let's see what Black Robin has here for us. I mean, as soon as they put... Okay, so Sunshine Strike, going to take a knockout and take all that damage off. Alright, so going down to 5. Still only knock out a non-EX, so we're fine with this, okay? Because Old Aerodactyl can knock out Bronzong to help us win the game. Because he is not going to be able to attack us this turn. So on our turn, we will just end down to... He gets 5, we get 4. Marowak, Ultra Ball, Trainers Mail. Okay, so right now I'm just going to Jet Draft for the knockout. I'm really not scared of anything else at this current moment. I'd rather just take a knockout, going down to 2 prize cards. I guess we could have maybe like Ultra Ball discard the Compressor Marowak, but I want to save the Ultra Ball for Shaymin later on, just in case we do have to. If we get in down to 2, we need to find a way to get out. So here comes Bronzong. On to our opponent's turn. I mean, what they could do is triple Metal Link Solgaleo and Sunshine Strike for the knockout. That is a possibility for sure. But if we find a Lysandre, we can knock out a Bronzong and then try and knock out another Bronzong. And there's a... Oh my goodness. Tyrant Ball flipping double tails. Not getting anything. Here's another... Okay, so that one does flip 2 heads. Okay. But yeah, my plan is to knock out both Bronzongs to win the game. Maybe? I think... Yeah, there's Solgaleo and Bronzong. Okay. Because we only played the one VS Seeker so far. 1 DC, okay. So Metal Link's number 1, let's do Solgaleo. We'll see another Metal Link Solgaleo. Is this a promo one? It looks different for some reason. Oh, he just got 2 different artworks of Solgaleo, that's why. Metal Link's number 2 to that guy, okay. So there's an end, we go to 2, he goes out of 5. Does he find an energy, okay? And what do we find with our 2 cards? So, there's a Marowak and a Float Stone. 2 cards we do not need. There is a Cosmog, Bronzor. Does he find a Metal Energy, though? And there's a Metal Energy to Solgaleo. He will swing for a knockout here. Oh, boy. This is going to be dangerous. We have a few Pokemon in our field. So, Ultra Road, going to send Solgaleo. He will take a knockout with that Sunchill Strike, doing 230. And we're going to swing for a Jeff Strap. But if he has a Max Potion, we're going to be in trouble for sure. Alright, what are those 2 cards in his hand? So Sensor Strike for the knockout. Do we top deck a way to get out of this? We need to hit our Ultra Ball for Shaymin to set up to get a bunch of new cards. Yeah, that's pretty much what we need right here. So on our turn, we find a... Oh my goodness. Thank you, Pokemon. Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. We'll grab a Shaymin. Okay. Alright, so we're going to Shaymin for 6 new cards. Can we get a Gallade out? Can we find a Lysandre for Bronzong? Yes. See, what do we find here? There's a Muscle Band Aerodactyl. Okay, so we found a VS Seeker. So I'm going to Acro Bike. Or Trainers Mail. Okay. I'm going to put down Twist Mountain and hope we'll flip heads on the Twist Mountain. Alright, so we will Trainers Mail. Looking for an Ultra Ball. We find an Acro Bike. Okay. So grab Acro Bike. We will play that. Grab a Puzzle of Time. Okay. I'm gonna put down Dunsparce. Man. Alright, so what do we do here, guys? I could Kukui to draw 2 cards. I just wish we flip heads on that Aerodactyl because we could get a Gallade out right now. Okay. We get Jeff Draft for 140. And save. Yeah, so what we do is put a Muscle on the active. And just Jet Draft for 140. Okay. Onto our punch strike, because Seeker Strike could take a knock on Galio. We also have an Aerodactyl like a Jet Draft for the knockout as well. Okay. There's a Sky. Okay, Skyfield Cone. Skyfield. Alright, so he gets rid of our Twist Mountain. Okay. But does he have a way to knock us out? So Skyla. Does a Skyla get an Ultra Ball? That is not winning the game. If the Ultra Ball is right here, he has to get a Shaymin to set up and get a bunch of new cards. But that could put him in a dangerous situation if we top deck a DCE. Alright. Alrighty, we do have VS Seeker for life, so next turn. There's the Max Potion. He will heal all the damage off Galio, but does he have a way to get some energies on this guy? So 140, okay. What does he do here? An Ultra Road, who does he send in? Gonna send in the Bronzor, okay. Alright, so he's gonna move 2 energies to that Galio. So 1. And 2. Alright, so I think my plan is to VS Seeker Lysandre or bring this guy up, do another Jet Draft for 140, and then hope we find a way to take a knockout. So there's a VS Seeker. He's already played Skyla, so this VS Seeker is useless. It does not matter. There's a Juniper going in their hand. We do not care about that at all. Alright, so on our turn, we find a Old Amber. Okay, so that I think this is going to fail. We have none left in the deck. Okay. So press done. Man, what do we do here? Because if we license this guy, finds another Max Potion, we're in trouble. But I think the best play right now is to license her up and just hope we get really lucky. So bring this guy up. Do we puzzle for 3, look at top 3, and just kind of YOLO? Or do we hold our puzzle? I think oh man, I don't know. I kind of want to puzzle to rearrange top 3 cards of our deck, but we only have the 1 DC left in our deck too, while we have another puzzle. Alright, so I'm just going to Jet Draft for 140. Okay. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, does he find a Metal Energy? He could just like Ultra Road, send it back in, but if we find a DCE, we can take a knockout. So there's a Juniper, discarding his hand, draw 7 new cards, discards an in. Okay. He's already played 2 Max Potions. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 metals. Okay. There's a Metal Energy in the active. There's another Cosmog, another Bronzor. Trainers Mail. Okay. Do we find a puzzle? Or not? That's really all it comes down to. Acro Bike, Trainers Mail. The Metal Links, okay. Alright, what's going to happen here, guys? Alright, I do not care about these meddlings. What do we top deck? Alright, so Celestial Strike going out 3 price cards, okay. Alright, so discarding all those energies. We'll send in Dunsparce. It does have free retreat. What do we top deck? A Talonflame. Oh no. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna have to pass again. Oh, this is getting bad now. This is getting terrible. Does he have a rare candy? So Galio, there is another Bronzong hitting the field, okay. An Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from his hand. Discards a rare candy, Tool Scrapper. Does that mean he has another rare candy in hand? Oh boy, he has another rare candy, so Galio. Okay, so do we top deck a puzzle? If we do, we can win the game. If we do not, unless there's a rare candy, unless there's a max potion in hand, so rare candy into Galio, okay. We top deck a puzzle, we win the game. Alright, some Metal Links. This all came down to, if our Archeops was not prized, we could have easily won this game. Alright, but do we top deck a Puzzle Time? Do we top deck an Acro Bike? Do we top deck a Trainers Mail? There's a lot of cards that we could top deck, and there's a Colorless. Gonna shuffle, okay, get a bunch of new cards. Does he find another max potion? Trainers Mail, 2 cards left. Okay. There's a Lysandre. Oh, that Lysandre is guaranteed in the game next turn. It's all going to come down to this. Can we do it or not? Oh, boys. All right, let's find out here in a second, guys. He's going to Soul Burst for the knockout, okay? Metal Links. These Metal Links do not matter. I mean, I guess if he hacks, that's the only way. I guess that's why it matters if we hacks this turn. He's going to triple Metal Links, but do we top deck a puzzle? If we top deck a puzzle, we win the game. That is the only way we can win right now. Now, if we top deck a DC, we will still lose this game. We need to top deck a Puzzle of Time. Okay. Alright, so we'll send in the Aerodactyl. To see what's going to happen. Going down to 2 prize cards. We know he has a Lysandre in hand. We know he's getting energy. Can we find the Puzzle of Time? And Trainer's Mail. Come on, baby. Give me a puzzle. Give me it. And, okay, so we have to get the Maintenance. Alright. We will use Maintenance. Shuffle these 2 into our deck. Do we find a Puzzle Time off the 1? And we find an Acro Bike. Acro Bike for the Puzzle of Time. Oh my goodness gracious. We just did it. We'll double puzzle. Use 2. Put into our hand. We will grab a Lysandre plus a DC and we will win this game. That was the craziest thing ever. We're Lysandre bring it to Galio. Oh my goodness. And we'll Jeff draft for the knockout. Oh my goodness. Trainers Mail for maintenance. Maintenance. Shuffle the 2 for Trainers Mail. Hit the puzzle. I mean, Acro Bike, hit the puzzle. Oh my goodness, guys. And there we go. I mean, the deck is super consistent. We just didn't find any of the cards we needed until that last turn, and we were able to do it, guys. Oh my goodness. So if you want to play Aerodactyl, go for it. I mean, this video was... That was crazy. That was insane. I guess the only mistake we did was, like, attacking with the Gallade a lot and losing our Gallade so we can use Premonition. Like, if we had Gallade, this would have been totally different. No, if we would have had Archeops, this game would have been won a long time ago. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We did it. My only suggestion is keep Gallade out longer because we would have won the game for sure. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic Thursday. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.